Hey everyone, it's your girl TeraMichelle. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, Opinionated Sense, our safe space to discuss all things fragrance, whether we like them or not. Today's video is very late, and I do apologize for that. However, I really kind of sort of tormented myself about this because I felt like I wasn't doing anything new for you guys and I was just going to skip it. But luckily, people on Instagram do not let me get away with that type of behavior. So I'm going to do my fall favorites video, even though it's November. Okay. We don't care. We do what we want here. Fall is all the way through December 21st. So we still have time for you to pick up a few new things. Sephora is having their sale currently. Some of this stuff, I don't know if you're going to be able to get this stuff there or not. I know you're going to be able to get it on the gray sites because these are the oldie but goodies. And I am okay with that. I was going to try to force my way through finding something new that I like and that I love. But if you're asking me about my favorites, those are the ones that are tried and true. I've been through some stuff with them. You know what I'm saying? We've been through it. So if you want to see what I chose and you haven't already peeped in my description box, but that's okay, go ahead and find them there because I also have the links where you can find them for the best prices that I could find at this time. So again, if you're interested to see what I chose, let's jump right into the video. First up is one that I picked up recently this fall, and started wearing, and I've just been wearing it 2 or 3 times a week. There's something that I missed about this. It was very nostalgic. This is one of those fragrances that is like MFK 540 right now. You know how everybody's wearing it and it's oversaturating the market? Like, I'm genuinely tired of MFK and I don't wear it anymore because everybody else in St. Louis is. But this used to be like that back in its heyday when it first came out, where I smelled it on women and I smelled it on men. It's a safe, perfectly fine unisex fragrance, and I really do enjoy it. This is from the house of Giorgio Armani, and this is Armani Code. And as you can see, I have put a dent in this joker. I talked about this earlier, not too long ago, and it was full. Like, I think it may have been, the usage may have been here, maybe, but it's just one that I'm enjoying. I don't smell it like I used to anymore. Like everybody who used to wear this, I still remember them. I have their faces in my mind, but I don't work with them anymore. I'm not really crossing paths with them anymore. And so I don't smell it as much. It's still very nostalgic when I smell this. It is just a pretty, pretty fragrance. So for those of you who were in FragCom 2018, 2019, you know that this one was doing the rounds. Also, the cashmere and the sateen or the satin versions, which have been discontinued, I own those as well and plan on getting through those sometime next year as well, probably in the fall. So again, from the house of Giorgio Armani, that is Armani Code. This next fragrance is from the house of Azzaro. This is the only Azzaro fragrance I have. I love this little grenade bottle. And this is Wanted Girl. They had a Wanted Girl by Night that smells like grape diamond tap. And if that's your thing, by all means, have at it. But no. This one right here is one of the sexiest fall fragrances without doing too much. I love the way that this smells. It makes you want to be in a very intimate setting. It's one that isn't too syrupy sweet or too spicy. It's just the right amount of everything. If you have tried Wanted Girl, let me know. This also was making its rounds all over YouTube, probably 19, 20, maybe 21. COVID really threw a wrench in things, and it's hard for me to remember what we were up to before, during and after. I do again want to give a shout out to FragCom though, because when all the makeup girls and all the hair girls weren't getting views on their channels anymore because people were working from home, weren't beating their faces, and had their cameras off on Zoom and on Teams, fragrance girls were blowing up because people will still get up, take a shower, and spray on some fragrance to be in the house. And so you started to see those hair girls and those makeup girls moving on over to our realm. So always and forever shout out to FragCom because we withstood the test of time. Back to Wanted Girl. It's super sexy, so go get it. Again, for those of you who may not have been around in like 2018, 2019, 2020, this is the original pistachio fragrance for me. There probably were some before this. I'm just dating myself on being younger, I guess, in terms of thinking about a pistachio note. And when I say that, because anytime I mention this fragrance, somebody tells me about a pistachio fragrance that came out in 1969, I wouldn't know. I wasn't born yet. I am going to be 44 in December, but I for sure was not around in the 60s. This is Girl of Now by Elisab. And it's a little flower. This is the original pistachio fragrance for me. Pistachio and almond, like almond milk. Like there are a lot of notes in this fragrance. I do remember that. I do remember thinking I probably wouldn't like it because it was going to be doing too much, but it doesn't. This is, man, this is so good. And I had it for a long time, went through multiple bottles, decided to take some years off. This is like 2 or 3 years after the fact, and I'm back on her again. So the original Girl of Now, there's a Shine version flanker that has a pineapple note, which I do enjoy, but sometimes it also smelled like something else to me. And I was like, okay, I got tired of it relatively quickly, and I think I gave it away. But I missed this. I'm glad I got it in the 1 ounce. It will be gone by the end of this fall, probably, or maybe winter, because this is heavy enough to wear in the winter. But baby, a beautiful nuttiness, a nice, beautiful, well-rounded sweetness, and a glorious creaminess that just rounds this out. Girl of Now, the original. If you haven't tried it, get it. They have like a forever. They have some other flankers, but to me, the original just stands the test of time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Next up from the House of Hermes, we have L'Ambre de Merveille. There's something on this bottle because I purchased it from somebody from Macari. I don't care. This fragrance is phenomenal. Oh, the mister. The mister. This pulls out boozy to me, spicy to me. Then a sweet amberiness comes in and it is for, all the glory. All of it. There is something to this that might make some women think it's a masculine fragrance. If you test it and you put it on your skin and you wear, give it 30 minutes, you will understand what I'm talking about. Maybe not even that long. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes is all you're going to need. This is sexy, but this is grown and sexy. This is I'm going out in a black dress. This is I am coming in to steal all the hearts, all the attention, all the minds. And I'm still going home by myself because I don't really feel like playing with y'all. I just feel like showing I'm that girl because I am. But you could also use it to be a femme fatale and catch what you want, or just to intrigue your man and go out with him and have him want to, have you on his arm and with all your spicy sexiness, or your woman, whoever, whatever. I miss this. And as you can see, I had some usage in here now. I won't play no games, but I think I've sat down. I think it's been a season. Last year, I don't think I wore this at all. It's time to get back to it. Yeah. She's not missing the beat at all. That's my baby. Yes. Again, from the House of Hermes, that is L'Ambre de Merveille. Next up, let's talk about this love-hate relationship I have with this fragrance, but it looks to me like the usage is about here. This is Hypnotic Poison by Dior, and I do believe that this is the Eau de Parfum. It might be the EDT. I don't even care to look it up. Oh gosh, please, Jesus. Don't let the bottles look the same so that people can figure it out. I think I'll look it up when I'm tired. When I put it in the description box, because again, I put the links there for you guys to go and purchase it. Everybody says it smells like Play-Doh or root beer. I can understand why people say both. The creaminess and the way that this thing comes alive with nothing but sexiness at like the 30 minutes to an hour mark is different. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't really care for the opening of this at all. It's not the worst thing, and I can put it on and wear it clearly and wear it long enough to get to what I'm telling you I like about it. But this thing is rude, and then want to be all lovey-dovey talking, I'm sorry I was tripping with you earlier, babe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I have it in my collection. I don't think she'll be a repurchase, especially because the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandale Le Parfum, the red one, which I think I have too. Here. I don't need this one anymore, and I have that one. And I don't have the love-hate part with that one. So, yep. Hypnotic Poison from Dior, still a favorite for fall, for when I start to like her around that mid part. If you have been a part of the Terra Squad for quite some time, then the rest of these are about to be those oldie but goodies. Those ones, well, all of these are that, but the ones that used to be in my top 10 for life, some of them still are, specifically this one. Let's go ahead and talk about Jean Paul Gaultier's original Labelle, baby. Don't play. Don't play. So she has a little bit of wear to her, not that much because I did go through a bottle and then I had to finish the La Parfum version with the black and the red bottle. Which I really do like that one with the tonka bean switched out for the vanilla and all that good jazz. But the original, sexy, sexy with the pear and with the vanilla. And some people say there's bergamot in here. I could kind of see that brightness in here because it's not just dark, even though the coloring of it is, but it's the usage of the vetiver. Y'all, she will always be a favorite. Always be a favorite. I don't know that she'll always be in my top 10 because as you get older and things change, she'll always be in my top 20 though. I feel like she really, really will. And right now she's still in my top 10. So it is what it is. Next up, I want to talk to you about a fragrance that is just exquisite to me. This is a fragrance that pulls really spicy to me. I thought it was dark and too heavy, but the way I fell in love with this is Michael Kors Sexy Amber. And I went through so many bottles of this, bought it for coworkers. Hi, Indu. Bought it for a coworker of mine for her birthday because she loved it so much. Something about this is sexy and spicy and different to me. And it just is glorious. So I had to purchase a 1 ounce. I wanted to bring it back into my collection at the same time that I did Girl of Now. I picked them up together. I also brought Olympia back. And just said, you know what? I need to get back on those ambery fragrances. I need to get back into the vibe of, I like the weighted feel of amber inside of fragrances. I like that heavy richness that is still vibrant. It's not sluggish. You know what I'm saying? And Sexy Amber does it for me. Next is a fragrance I haven't worn in a while, but baby, this was my go out to the art gallery opening fragrances. This is the original, of course, Good Girl from Carolina Herrera. Now let me see if I can tell where this is with the light. Where is this? Is it really that hot? What you mean? What you mean? I promise y'all I have worn this a ton of times. I do not understand at all what's happening right now. I thought this thing might be empty. For those of you who have no idea what I just said, I said, I thought that this would have been almost empty. When I'm going to gallery openings or when I used to go to gallery openings before COVID, poetry slams and things like that, this is my go-to fragrance. When I tell you everybody just loves this, compliments me all the time, asks me what I'm wearing all the time. I can't believe this must have been all the way up in here. Like it had to be filled to the brim up to here. Because what are we doing? What are we doing right now? I got rid of the Legere because after having COVID, it started smelling like bubbles to me. Like the bubbles that children play with. No. So, but this is a beautiful tuberose fragrance. And I don't like tuberose. So, but I believe there's tuberose in here. All I know is when I put this on, I feel like I'm supposed to be going out on a night of the town, and you cannot tell me I don't smell good. I also think she's a very hated on fragrance. I don't know what's wrong with people. I always talk about her though. It's so messed up. Next is my caramel apple baby. So I went through a bottle of this. You guys watched me finish this bottle maybe a year ago, maybe a year and a half too. I cannot keep up track with all of the fragrances that I'm getting rid of as I use them all. But I did purchase another one and then I let it sit. When I got this, it was clear. It was clear. This is the color. This is the type of color that I'm waiting for before I wear this. I actually want it to be a little darker. So I don't know if I'm going to get to this fall, but it's still a favorite. It's still a favorite. And I have a backup bottle that's still not opened. That's in the box because, oh, did I tell you what? I just know everybody know what this is because this is my caramel apple baby. This is Casablanca from Swiss Arabia. That's the name of the house, Swiss Arabian. Casablanca. Caramel apple. That's what I get. It's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Don't care. Caramel apple. That's what I get. And again, I don't know what it smells like when it's clear, but I do know what it smells like when it's really, really, really dark. And I feel like that's when it's ripe and ready for the picking for me. So do what you will with your own fragrances. But for me, this color or darker is when I know she's ready for mama. Who saw this coming? Again, Terra Squad, you know, top 10 for life. I think this will always be in there. I think it's also discontinued. This is from the House of Mugler. And this is Angel Muse Eau de Parfum. Not to be confused with the Eau de Toilette formulation, which is really pretty and it's nice. And it has a great little sparkling grapefruit note in it and all that jazz. Give me the sexiness. I want the Eau de Parfum. And this is unisex too. I prefer it on women, but I would not be mad at a man for wearing this. Oh, this is so delicious. If you have never tried it, I'm sorry. Some people say it smells like Nutella, like there's a hazelnut note in here and all that good stuff. I'm pretty sure there's patchouli in here too and vanilla. This is one of the best creations to come out of the House of Mugler. I feel like they just won't ever be this great again. I don't know if it's Estee Lauder or who it is that owns it now. I know Thierry himself passed away, in the past few years. And yeah, they're not making stuff like this anymore. Everything like Angel Ice Star was a really, really good one, but stuff like this, they're not making anymore. Things are being reformulated or discontinued to be gone forever, and it sucks. I still have another size, one of these, and a full size left. I am going to be so sad when I don't have this in my collection anymore. I just want to put that out there. One of the sexiest fragrances in my collection, hands down, for fall and for winter. But I tend to not reach for it for winter because I'm looking for heavier, spicier, more sweet, ridiculously crazy fragrances that would get you toe up by bees and mosquitoes. I wear those in the wintertime when those things aren't out. So last but not least, my favorite fragrance on the planet. COVID made me not like her for a while. The jasmine was too soapy. She now smells exactly like she used to. She is my heart and soul, my love. Terra Squad, hashtag Terra Squad. Say it with me. What I'm talking about. Oh, you better know it. You better know it. This is Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum from the House of Guerlain. That's it. That's all we got to talk about. Go look at any of my thousands of videos where I talk about them. Sexy baby. Beautiful baby. Warm, rich, addictive, exciting, sexy. That vanilla, that jasmine, that lavender. And I'm not a jasmine girl. I'm also not a lavender girl. This is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. That's also a fragrance that's hated on a lot. I don't care. Every time I've ever worn that and I've been out, compliments on top of compliments on top of compliments. I don't play by my baby. I don't play by my baby. Okay? You might as well just say I created her. I didn't, but you might as well say that I did. Okay? Love her. If you're still with me, please don't forget to click the like button. Hit that notification bell so that you never miss any of my future uploads. I don't know what I'm saying tonight. Select the notification bell to make sure that you never miss any of my future uploads. Share me across all your social media platforms. Click the like button, subscribe to my channel, all that. Whatever I said, all that, and then some. Guys, how do you feel about my list? Like, are you the type of person who needs to know, what's going on right now and be wearing that? Or is it okay to stay with what you love? As always, I love talking to you guys, and I want to see you in the comments. And until then, bye.